All right, I'm going live. Hello, this is Angela, nurse practitioner. It's good to see everybody. I am here today. It is Thursday. Welcome. Hello, I'm Angela, nurse practitioner. Good to see everybody. So I'm here today. We're going to talk about GLPs, hormones, anything that you guys want to know or anything that you need to know, want to know, or think you want to know. So you can ask any questions and we're ready to go. So what are you interested in knowing today about GLPs? So we open this up and you can, so I see some of you are jumping back and forth from one page to the other. That's totally fine. I am live on 2 pages. Yes, I am. So thank you for being on here. So please, anything and everything that you want to know, we open it up. You are welcome to ask any questions at all. So welcome. And what we will do is I will actually start it out as we'll do the free consultation, and then I'll keep talking until somebody asks a question, because usually it happens pretty quickly. So really, honestly, what we do is the way that the GLPs work is 3 ways. First, they shut down the I'm craving, I'm hungry. And what we do is we tell people the first month, just really honestly, just pay attention to that, because it's different. It's really, that's a new thing that happens in your lives, is all of a sudden you're not hungry and you're not craving. And when that happened for the first time, I was like, wow, this is insane. Then the second way that it works is it slows down your digestion, so you just can't eat as much. And that is awesome, an awesome feeling, because you are just really, all of a sudden you just can't take in as much food. Don't eat to full, because if you do, you will probably throw up. The third way that it works is it gets rid of that insulin resistance, which is also another really cool thing. So that is now all of a sudden your body is going to start putting your blood sugars in the right spots, which is a really cool thing. I am a nurse practitioner. I have my own clinic in Medina, Ohio, and I work with a really cool physician who has 50 state license. So we are actually able to take care of 47 states, and we can prescribe meds in 47 states. So if you are interested, or if you know of anybody that is interested, we do have an affiliate program. So anybody that you refer to us, you can make $30. So it's kind of cool. So please share my life. Please follow me. I am actually on 2 pages, Recrea Health and Recrea Wellness. So my main page is Recrea Health and my backup page is Recrea Wellness. So thank you for joining me. And so then they have found that these are really good at helping your heart. They provide heart health. They are providing kidney health, and they are also helping with your nervous system. And then they just released not too long ago that the GLPs are actually good for your liver as well. So they are finding a lot of long-term good side effects with them. The major risks are nausea. So the way to prevent the nausea is by avoiding any simple carbs. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're staying away from those simple carbs. Anything processed to be white. So white sugar, flour, pasta, rice. All right, so the first question, thoughts on Retta. It is not released in the United States from Lilly. It's still in research stage, and the FDA and the Ohio Board of Pharmacy have told us that we are not allowed to prescribe it. So what you are seeing that is available is only available from the gray market, and it is from out of the country sourcing. So I am not allowed to prescribe it, and the pharmacies that I work with are pharmacies that are only pharmacies that are FDA regulated. So we are not allowed to prescribe it. So that's my thoughts on Retta at this point. I'm not So they are FDA approved. What you're hearing is people are saying that the compounded are not FDA approved. It's interesting, and there's a lot of different philosophies out there. So I don't want to say yes, they are FDA approved, because it's the pharmacies are FDA regulated. So when you're looking, you need to make sure that it's a pharmacy that's FDA regulated and that the product is from a USA based pharmacy. Sorry, got stuck on my words there for a second. So you need to make sure that you're getting it from a legit pharmacy. And you need to make sure, I always say, but I'm a clinic and I'm a nurse practitioner, that you're getting it from an actual US clinic and a US based pharmacy, and it's a US based product, because there are a lot of products out there that aren't US based, and there's a lot of people out there that are scamming people. I mean, there's people stealing my videos that are out there scamming. So you need to be very, very, very careful with where you're purchasing from. And price is not always a good indication of what you're getting and where you're getting it from. So you need to be very, very careful, everybody. So a good price, like I just said, you can't just go off of price. Our price is one flat price, no membership fees, no contracts, no getting out of fees. There's no ending contract fees. There's no increase for dosing. Everything is a flat fee. You can get us, and you have a direct line to us at all times. You can text us. So there's always a direct line to us. So with that being said, our S in most states is $299. Our T in most states is $450. So, Charlie, you're asking about a specific price. I mean, that's a reasonable price, but you got to be careful. You don't always know what you're getting. So that's really just, I'm 100% honest. I'm brutally honest, probably sometimes too much. I do like to get in trouble on here sometimes. I'm trying not to get in trouble, but, it's really, thank you, Charlene, for telling people to tap the hearts. I really do appreciate it. I do really, I'm here to teach and educate. I need to teach and educate and help everybody be safe, because there's a lot of crap out there that you guys can get your hands on. And it's scary. It is really, really honestly scary. And my whole goal is to make sure that you're safe and make sure that you have the proper education. I don't care if you buy from me. I really don't. But I have made it my own personal mission as a nurse practitioner to make sure that you are safe and make sure that you're getting your products from a legit place. I only use US-based products. I only use a US-based pharmacy, and they are FDA regulated. I have a physical clinic in Medina, Ohio. I service 47 states, and I'm really here to help you. So, ask your questions. Everybody, ask your questions. We do a free consultation. So please reach out to us anytime. Oh my gosh, Joe Dirt's on here. Sweet. All right, Joe Dirt. Okay. Lost for, can't say numbers. Sorry, on the first dose. Yes. So this is kidney protective. So a lot of times if you have fluid retention, so when you come into our clinic, we have this really cool scale. And what the scale does is it actually checks this whole gamut of stuff. And we monitor that. And I've been actually checking people's scales and doing this for 4 years now. And I really do see that fluid retention. And it's usually within the first month, sometimes the first 2 months. And then if somebody goes out and has like something salty, or if it's that time of the month for women, we can see that fluid retention, which is insane. And sometimes people just have that fluid retention for no real reason. And we can put them on a water pill, and it's super cool that we can do all of that. So I really like our scale, and I like the fact that I can watch all this stuff. I've been taking it for 3 months. I skipped 3 weeks because of occasion. Drop your dose back down. Don't just come back and think that you can go back on that same dose, because you will be sick. I started Z last week, Friday morning, my second shot, but I'm scared. But I got sick, and you're scared. Okay, make sure you get Zofran. Make sure you had the lowest dose. You always need to make sure that you have the lowest dose. Joe Dirtless. Here, I thought it was Joe Dirt. Man. Oh, shoot. Okay, Joe Dirtless. That's funny. All right, so you need to make sure you get Zofran. Make sure you gave the lowest dose. Because if you're drawing it up yourself and you're not giving the lowest dose, definitely could be the reason why you got sick. Stay away from the simple carbs. Simple carbs can make you sick. So simple carbs, anything processed to be white sugar, flour, pasta, rice. Now rice, processed white rice, not jasmine and basmati, because that's naturally white. Somebody got in an argument with me the other day about that. Jasmine and basmati are okay, but if it's naturally white, it's okay. So naturally in the earth, white, it's okay. That's a complex carb. So if you are nervous about getting sick, then you need to relook at that. All right. So definitely look at that. We always do free consultations. So you can reach out to us, you can DM us, you can message us, and we can definitely help you with that. So do these, I'm just going to say these, I'm going to throw them in a box together. Do these cause thyroid cancer? The only known proven thyroid cancer was in overdosed rats that developed thyroid medullary cancer. Otherwise, no. There has not been a proven case of thyroid cancer, thyroid medullary. Now, if somebody in your family or you personally have had thyroid medullary cancer, then you cannot take these because those rats develop thyroid medullary cancer, so we cannot give them to you. So there's your answer for that. Why would you have diarrhea? So if you've had a simple carb, that can give you diarrhea. Sometimes these meds just like to give you diarrhea. So you need to make sure you're taking your fiber, make sure you're taking your probiotic. On my main page, which is Recrea Health, most of you are on my backup page, which is Recrea Wellness. I don't know why TikTok doesn't like to push my main page out anymore, but Recrea Health is my main page. There are several products on there. All of the products that are on there, we have tried them and we like them. So there are 2 probiotics that I really like, and one of them is the pink one, which is Leaf Air. It's fantastic. The other one is ZenWise, which is fantastic as well. If you need digestive enzymes because the food tends to sit in your stomach too long, then you need the ZenWise. If you want probiotics, then you just need the probiotics. You don't need digestive enzymes, then you can take the Leaf Air. Leaf Air is pink. ZenWise has the green lid on it. Okay, so diarrhea, you have to have the fiber. Constipation, you have to have the fiber. Both of them, you need to take the probiotics. Okay, diarrhea a lot of times is from simple carbs, fried fatty foods, something you ate that you shouldn't have, or if you've been constipated, then you take something to get rid of the constipation, that can cause the diarrhea. So you need to be very, very careful with that. Hi, I stepped away from dairy and soy, only natural foods, and my health changed drastically. That works for some people, absolutely. Why thyroid nodules? Can I be on? Yes, if you have thyroid nodules, hyperthyroidism, any thyroid diseases, you can have them. The only reason you can't take these is if you have thyroid medullary cancer. Only thyroid disease that you can't take these with. Okay. Should I start back original dose? Absolutely. If you've been off of these for a while, you need to go down in dose. You have to go down in dose. You should, if you've been off for more than 14 days, you need to go all the way back down in dose, everybody. Should not make your creatinine levels jump. Should not. So if your kidney levels jump, are you on keto? But you need to talk to your provider. You need to talk to them and figure out what's going on. Talk to your primary care. They need to do additional blood tests to see what's going on. That is not a normal phenomenon of these. These are actually kidney protective, so there might be something else going on. It could be your diet that's causing that. So definitely make sure, everybody make sure you're getting your protein. Protein. And you're going to hear me do that a lot as we're doing this today. Protein is huge. I'm going to say this real quick before we talk about protein. Everybody, please share my live. On my Recreal Wellness page, there's 128 of you right at this second. Could every single one of you please share my live? And on my Recreal Health page, there's not as many of you, but if all of you please share my live, that would be fantastic. But if everybody could please follow my page, that would be fantastic as well. I am just trying to get this out there so that we can educate and teach and make sure that people are safe on these. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. I really do appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the heart. Somebody just gave me a little smiley face with a little hug. That was so cute. All right. So protein. Women need 100 grams minimum a day. Guys, 120 minimum a day. Okay? Minimum. If you don't get your protein, you're going to lose your hair and you're going to lose your muscle. You have to. Okay? Extremely, extremely important. So our pricing again, because somebody just asked again, S is $2.99 in most states. Trizep is $4.50 in most states. So if you are interested, we do cover 47 states. So just reach out to us anytime. So thank you everybody for following. I really, really do appreciate it. If I don't answer your question, please reach out to us. Somebody asked about infertility. We have had 10 women become pregnant on these. So yes, to answer your question, it does work. Yeah. If you don't want to get pregnant, make sure you're taking some protection. Make sure that you are definitely doing something. I do have a website. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to give it to you on TikTok because TikTok doesn't like me leading you to other places. So I am not allowed to tell you. The stickers do not work. I wouldn't waste your money. I tried to do that and it did not work. So I cannot do that. I do not recommend those. Berberine, I tried those patches. I did not see any improvement anywhere with that either. Our milligrams for tea is 20 milligram per ml. I did notice that one of the pharmacies that I use only do 10 milligram per 1 ml, which I don't understand that. But we typically do 20 milligram per 1 ml. Hypothyroidism is perfectly fine. So our 450 for tea is 20 milligram per ml. Can I take magnesium complex while on tea? Absolutely, 100%. I highly recommend. On my Recrea Health page, there is a magnesium 14 in 1. That stuff is awesome. You take it at bedtime. You can take 1 or 2. So I do highly recommend that. And it is on my Recrea Health page. So you can definitely check into that. What's the best way to stay hydrated? Water. We do have these protein waters that I really like. This one is called Ready. And then this one's Power Lift. This one has 20 grams of protein. This one has 10, but they both have electrolytes. So you get your protein and your electrolytes. I personally will drink 2 Propels a day in my water. I get the little packets and that's how I get my water in. So it's really difficult to get your water. I just keep sipping on it all day long, to be honest with you. So I cannot prescribe it. I'm not allowed to prescribe it. I don't recommend it. It's not approved from Lilly. It's not available legally. It's on the gray market. So I would highly recommend being very, 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 very careful with that one. Very, very careful. So supplements. I am waiting to get 2 supplements that I just found out. I'm 51. So I just found out I need to start taking calcium. When they did my last shoulder surgery, they said my bones were soft. So I have to start taking calcium. And then I did order off of TikTok a multivitamin. So I'm waiting for that as well. And I will put those up. I always say a silver over 50 vitamin, just because they do tend to have a lot more. Somebody had suggested prenatal vitamins, which are really good also. And so any of the over 50s, I do highly recommend. I really do like the hair vitamins. I think they're great also. Before anybody says anything, my hair has always been thin my whole life. No, I have not lost any more hair because of these GLPs. I've always had thin hair. You need to make sure you're getting your protein. You make sure you're getting collagen. Collagen is good for your skin. It's good for the elasticity of your skin. And it is good for your joints because the one we like, this one, the Nutrafol, this one actually has MSM in it as well as your omegas. So it's good for your heart. but it's also good for your skin, good for your hair. I do like these Nutrafol vitamins as well, which are good for your hair. They have a lot of really good support for stress, DHT blockers, so ashwagandha in them. So they have a lot of really, really good stuff in them as well. So I really like those vitamins. I'm on 10 milligram of Z and haven't L'd. All right. Stalls and no L. This is what I tell everybody. First of all, we do a free consultation. So you are more than welcome to reach out to us anytime. So what I highly recommend is that you get your calories. Never less than 1,200. Nobody should ever be less than 1,200. If you are eating less than 1,200 and you tell me I'm never hungry, I can't eat, Ange, well, then you need to decrease your dose, okay? Decrease your dose because you need to eat. Okay, 1,300 to 1,400 typically for women, and this is off of that scale that I was just talking about a little while ago. You need to make sure that you're getting enough. Then guys are 1,600 to 1,800. Protein, women are 100 minimum grams a day. Guys are 120 minimum a day. So if you aren't getting enough of those, either of those, and then your water should be easily 64 to 80 ounces a day, then I need to look at your BMI. When you get into that BMI of 24.9 to 29, it gets difficult, okay? You have to look at each individual at that point and figure out what's going on. If you're not tracking calories, unfortunately, you have to. You have to get to that point where you just have to. So it's just, you have to tweak some things, you have to look at some things, and that's where that free consultation comes in. Please reach out to us and we will help you. So you can message or you can DM, and I absolutely would love to help you. And that's what we're here for. So our $450 for T or our $299 for S is all doses. Doesn't matter. And that's for one month supply. So definitely fatigue. So fatigue is usually because you are not getting enough of your vitamins and nutrients. Might be low calorie, might be not enough protein, could be not enough hydration. But we found a vitamin that we really like. It's called LipoBurn. So DM or message me and I can definitely help you with that. But it has all of your B vitamins in it. It has immunity support. It has a fat burner in it, and it's phenomenal. So LipoBurn is a really, really good one. You may have heard of like Lipomino, which is a shot that you can do, but LipoBurn is actually a pill that you can do. So we do highly recommend that. So definitely reach out to us and we can definitely help you. All right. I just saw that somebody says they're about to throw hands. I must be missing something here. All right, 1 second. Let me find out why we're throwing hands. Nobody's throwing hands, okay? We don't need to throw hands. Huh? Oh gosh, Veronica wants to throw hands. No hands throwing, people. All right. Somebody missed my answer about diarrhea. Probiotics and fiber should help the diarrhea. A lot of times it's the simple carbs. So anything processed to be white sugar, flour, pasta, rice can cause the diarrhea. Or if you have had the fried fatty foods, sometimes that can. I know fried fatty foods will get me, even if it's just like one little teeny tiny onion ring. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't eat onion rings ever again because they are my mortal enemy. I'm not kidding you, my mortal enemy, and they are not fine. What is a GLP? Is that what we're throwing hands about? I don't know what we're throwing hands about. No hands throwing, people. We're going to be nice today. We had people being mean the other day. Indy, why are you throwing hands? I don't know why Indy's throwing hands, but okay. All right. I got lost and then I had to go back down. So now I'm going to go try to get caught back up again. So just bear with me. If I don't get to your question, please reach out to me. DM me or message me. We would be more than happy. I used to have more ways for you to be able to reach out, but TikTok got mad at me and started not being nice. So I probably shouldn't say that because they'll probably be mean to me again. Okay, we don't need me getting in trouble. Can someone please write the name of the digestive enzyme? Zenwise, Zenwise. And that is on my other page, which is Recrea Health. So it's at Recrea Health. Zenwise, Zenwise. And I don't know why, Charlene, but your question got a little eyeball with a line through it and you can't see it, but I can see it.
Flagged.
It was flagged.
Yeah.
I don't know why, Charlene.
There's something in it that TikTok didn't like.
All right, well, I saw it, Charlene, so I answered you for you. What are the dangers with this med? Okay. Not really any. There are some that if you've had pancreatitis and you got to be careful because it can cause pancreatitis. But what I recommend is if you've had pancreatitis, then you need to be careful. My other page is, you were just on there, endangered species. I saw you over there. It's Recrea Wellness. So I have Recrea Health and Recrea Wellness. So yeah, I have 2 pages. Okay. Pancreatitis is one, Recrea Wellness, and then Recrea Health. So there's pancreatitis, and that is really only if you've had pancreatitis, then you're at risk of pancreatitis. Then the other thing is thyroid medullary cancer. If you have had thyroid medullary cancer or an immediate family member has thyroid medullary cancer. But the interesting fact is they have only found that in overdosed rats. It's not been in humans. And the other thing is, I say the real big danger is if you stop it or if you don't go off of it the right way, going back to looking like that, to be honest with you. So there you go. All right. Glow. What can I stack? So I can't really answer you on either of those, Christy, because I don't have any answers on Retta. And I also cannot prescribe Glow because both of those are on the gray market and I don't prescribe either of those. I only prescribe what I am allowed through the FDA and through the Ohio Board of Pharmacy. So I can't help you with that. I apologize. I don't have any information on those. But I can tell you LipoBurn is really good for energy. Focus, I don't know about any of the peptides for focus. Yeah, I can't answer that question for you, Christy. I really apologize. Sorry about that. All right, fertility. Yes. Ask Veronica about fertility. Does it really work?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a 10-month-old grandbaby because of how good it works for fertility. How do you know which one to get? So, what we do in my practice is I go over both of them with you. I go over, basically they're the same essentially. They have one molecule difference and one S has been out a lot longer. In my practice, we tend to have more people on S. Main reason is because of price. And the price is a lot less expensive for S. So a lot of times I will start people out on S. And then if somebody starts failing on it, or maybe they don't have as good of results anymore, or rarely we see side effects, and then, we might move them to T. That's really why. So that's it. That's really the reason. The nurse, I don't know. What issue are you referring to, Melissa Scott? All right. I can't answer questions about Retta. I don't prescribe it. I don't know it. I'm not allowed to prescribe it, so I can't answer you guys any questions on that one. Endangered, I know you're asking me a question, but I can't see the question. So I don't know what question you're asking me. Should I stop the injection if it came out? I don't know what that. All right. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to read these questions. I'm about 99 behind. I can't read Kelly's question, so it's how much L should you expect to L? I know we have to talk in code a lot on here. So everybody's different. And it depends on how far up your BMI is. So everybody is 100% different. And if you need a more specific answer to that question, please reach out for a free consultation. You can DM or you can message, and we can definitely help you with that, because everybody is different. So it depends on your BMI. It depends on your goal. It depends on how much effort you're going to put in. It depends on so many factors that I need to speak to you specifically, and I can help you. So everybody is 100% different. Now, the general answer is women are 1 to 3 a week. Guys are 3 to 5 a week. That's how I can answer that one for that. All right. Please follow me. Oh, no. All right. I'm going to be quiet for a second. No, I'm not going to be quiet. I'm never quiet. I can't lie either. All right. Please follow me. And please, please, please share my live. I would greatly appreciate it. Somebody asked something about sleep apnea. If you have sleep apnea and you're on Medicare, you might be able to get this paid for. So I would highly recommend reaching out to your primary care provider, because you might be able to get this paid for. Somebody asked about that. So ours comes with B12 or B6 in it. We do not have the glycerin. Just so you know, I do not recommend wasting your money on the patches. I would not do that. All right, constipation, I can tell you that in my sleep, because we do that all the time. I do not recommend the carnivore diet, because I don't want anybody in keto, because you need the vegetables. So I don't recommend that at all. But constipation, and I have tons of videos on this, and actually I should probably do a new one, so shove back up to the top. So constipation, you need fiber. You have to. You just have to have your fiber. I like Metamucil gummies. You need to take that every day. Fiber, you take 1 a day for a couple days, 2 a day for a couple days, 3 a day, every day. Metamucil gummies, they're sugar-free, they taste good, and it's like tricking your body into thinking you're getting three little gummy bears every day. Yay, yum. Okay. Second thing that you have to have, and I personally like Leaf Air. It's the pink and yellow bottle, and I do a lot of funny videos with it. So that's something, it's the one, She's Juicy. Yeah, I said that. So She's Juicy, Veronica just yelled it out there too. So She's Juicy, it's yellow and pink. It's a bottle that you get it. It has female health in it, probiotics. It's 2 little pineapple gummies again that you can take. The other one is ZenWise. It has digestive enzymes in it that's really good. So you can take that one also. So that's really good also. The other thing is, if you don't want to take Miralax, but also the magnesium 14 and 1. All 3 of those are available on my Recrea Health page. So I know a bunch of you are on my Recrea Wellness page, but if you go over my Recrea Health page, all of these products are available. I currently take Leaf Air, the pink and yellow one, and I'm taking the magnesium. I don't have the magnesium here, and the other ones are out on my other desk. But I personally like those, and they've done me very well. So what I highly recommend is your Metamucil, your fiber, your probiotic, magnesium, and then if you're still not going every day, Miralax. Yes, if you start stalling or you're not L'ing, you have to count your calories. You have to. It sucks, but you have to, because there's no other way of figuring out how you're going to, what you need to do to L. All right. So if you're getting a headache, it could be low blood sugar. It could be your blood pressure. It could be your heart rate. It could be you're not eating enough. You're not drinking enough. So if you try those things and you're still having problems, then I would highly recommend talking to your provider. Does magnesium citrate help you go to the bathroom? Yes, it does. But if you can get benefits of 10 magnesiums and 1 gummy at bedtime, why not, right? So that's why I would recommend getting the 14 in 1 that's available on my Recrea Health page. So, and that's what I would say about that. All right. Yes, you definitely could take your magnesium on these. Good for PCOS, absolutely 100%. So there's been tons of studies on this with GLPs and PCOS, and they are seeing a ton of benefits with it. But be careful. If you don't want to get pregnant, make sure you're doing something to prevent pregnancy. Okay? I'm not joking on that one. What vitamins, I can't talk today. What vitamins should you take? All right. Fiber, probiotics, magnesium. There's a 14 in 1 on my page. You need to take Miralax if you're not going every day for your bowels. A good multivitamin. If you have the stall or you are not Elling, you could do LipoBurn, which I really like, and it has all your B vitamins. If yours is not pink, you need to be taking a B12, or you could take the LipoBurn, which that's in there. You could do, I like over 50 vitamins. Like I said, I'm waiting for my new vitamins to come. They're from TikTok, which I've heard a lot of really good stuff. I've heard some of you saying you take Mrs. Ruth's. So I'm waiting for those to come. And then calcium. So just an overall good general health, because you tend to be in a calorie deficit on these. So you really need to make sure that you're taking some good vitamins. All right. We'll see here. All right, I have no opinion on Retta. I'm not allowed to prescribe it. Lilly has not released it, so I have no opinion on it. No, you cannot double up on the GLPs. So you cannot take the patches while you're on the GLP injections. Not a good idea. All right. So if you have controlled SVT and you're on a beta blocker, yes, it is safe, but definitely check with your cardiologist and your primary care just to make sure. Nutrafol has helped me from prior hair loss due to L. Yes, I love Nutrafol. I think Nutrafol is fantastic. And here's the other thing. Anytime you go on any kind of diet, or, like any kind of calorie deficit or change or stress or anything, you could lose your hair. So you need to be on a good protein, and you need to be on some kind of hair vitamin, collagen, those kinds of things. Do you have any insight on Body Health's Multi-Complete? I do not. I will have to look that up. What is your thought on Replenza? I've heard that one's a pretty good one, but I have not personally taken it. I've not researched it. What vitamin do you have hair loss? I personally like the Nutrafol vitamin. This is another one that I found on TikTok. Like I said, I personally have not tried this one, but it did come with some pretty good reviews. So this one is one that's on TikTok that you can try, but I've not tried that one. I do like this one. I have tried it. I have had multiple of my patients try it with great results. So if you need where to get, DM or message me and I can help you with that one. Okay. Protein and collagen are so important with that. So slow responders. I just did a video on my Recrea Health page about slow responders. So you can definitely reach out to us on that, and I can help you with that as well. Oh my goodness. You guys crack me up with some of these questions, but your question got blocked there, EDub. No, I'm not returning to work in bed 203. Okay. I always recommend a methyl B12 because there's actually some pretty good research out there that says that just regular old B12 doesn't work unless it's methyl. So you want to make sure that you take a methyl B12. All right. Hang on. I just got lost here. Sulfur-Verse. So ZenWise, on my Recrea Health page, there's a ZenWise, which is a brown bottle with a green lid on my Recrea Health page. That is digestive enzymes. That's good for ladies. For the guys, you want ox bile. Ox bile. OXBILE. Those digestive enzymes are fantastic. They are really, really going to help with the sulfur burps. Sulfur burps are typically from either a fried fatty food, that was an onion ring for me, one onion ring, or simple carbs can cause those. So you have to figure out what caused it and then just stay away from it. Methyl B12. So yes, methylcobalamin is the methyl B12 that I'm speaking of. I take sublingual medication while taking tea, stop the absorption. Not necessarily sublingual isn't going to go through your stomach. What it does is it slows the absorption of things that go through your stomach. Does digestive enzymes help with the constipation? It can, but what's cool about the one that's on my page is the digestive enzyme does actually have the probiotics in it as well. So those together are going to work well together. So that's a really good thing that they have the probiotics and the digestive enzymes in there together. All right. Hi, Brian. I'm not eating as much as I used to. I've been on MJ for 2, still no W. That's normal. That's completely normal. So, Veronica, did you mute endangered species? Okay. So that is normal. Is sometimes the WL is normal. It may take a little bit longer, but you need to watch what you're eating as well. So that could be your calories. That could be too little calories. You need to get your protein. You need to make sure that you're listening to the brain. No simple carbs. Completely cut out those simple carbs. So I mean all simple carbs. Anything processed to be white should not be in your diet. Okay, that is really, really, really important. When I start my day with 15 grams of protein. Protein is extremely important, everybody. You need that protein. I cannot explain to you how important the protein. All right. So anxiety. So actually on my Recrea Health page, I did a video on anxiety, and it's more so with MJ. Name brand MJ, not with the other ones. So I don't know why, but I have actually found out that it seems to be only with name brand MJ that increased in anxiety. No rhyme or reason. And I've only heard of an anaphylactic shock on MJ. Don't know why. I have no logical reasoning for this. I have no explanation for this. I don't understand. I really honestly don't understand, everybody. I would say talk to your provider. Talk to, whoever you're getting it from. Talk to your primary care. See if they can help you figure out what's going on. I don't prescribe name brand. I only do compounded. So I can't answer this question for you because I don't know enough about it, to be honest with you. I don't understand it myself, because it really is odd. All right. Hang on. I got stuck I got lost. Now I got to figure out where I'm at. I take 2.5 compound tea. Why am I getting an itchy red splotch? Okay, so a lot of times when you get the itchy red, it is from what it's mixed with, especially if it's compound. And almost always, from what I've seen, it's B12. To be completely honest with you, from what I've seen, it's the B12. So what I would do is talk with your provider and see if they can give you something else. So no on the carnivore diet. I do not recommend the carnivore diet. I highly suggest against that and keto. I do not want you in keto. Okay. Endangered, if you have a specific question, ask it. I don't know what you're trying to get through to me and ask, but go ahead and ask it. All right. Oh, the puppy is under my desk. Holy moly, she just cut one. Wowzers. Veronica, you're lucky you were out there.
That's why she's in there.
Whoo-wee. Holy, that might make my eyes water. Yowzer. Sorry, guys.
He got muted because he was being inappropriate. He was asking inappropriate things in the other chat.
Oh, well, now he's in this chat.
Well, I'm watching. Trust me.
Okay. What are the others that don't have B12? They have B6, glycine. I've heard NAD. I've heard, actually, just recently we heard B3. So there's a lot of different options that they can definitely help or change. So it really depends. My main pharmacy, we only do B6 and B12. So that's really what it could be. Actually, she had a bone today, and I think that might be what it is the one of the bones that she had. And somebody gave her a milk bone, so that could have been what it did too. Yep. It's from the FedEx guy. The FedEx guy did it to her. Whew. Yeah, that's probably the milk bone. All right. Sorry, TMI about the puppy. And then she had to sleep at my feet. All right. Sorry, we totally got sidetracked on that one. Yeah, she doesn't get them at home, that's for sure. So I let the company know to give Trizep that doesn't have the B12. Yes, definitely let the company know, and they can change it up, because if it's pink, it's B12. And that, in my practice, I have found causes the most skin irritation. So I would highly recommend talking to them, and then they can switch it. And if it's not the B12, it might be what is in it, and they can switch that for you. How do you go off the right way? Excellent question, asked Danny. Okay, in my practice, what we do is you can, a lot of times, like for me, I'm never going off. Never, ever, ever will I go off if I have the option of never going off. So I never want to look like this individual ever, ever, ever again, because I've been a yo-yoer my whole life. And I definitely. So right now I am currently on T. I was on S for a long time. I went to T. Then I was back on S, and now I'm back on T. I like to guinea pig myself so that I can see how I feel, and just so that I can really kind of, help you guys figure out what it feels like and all that stuff. So what we do in my practice is, most of the time, if somebody's on T, because of cost, I'll put them back on S. Then we will take them down to the lower dose of S and wean them down, and then we'll stretch it out. So it's usually the bottom 2 doses, and then we stretch them out to 10 to 14 days. And then typically we'll do either dose 1 or dose 2 every 14 days. Now, I do have people that can inject once a month, and they're totally fine. So everybody is different, okay? I see you're in Ohio, me too. Do you send T-script to the compound pharmacy and deliver via mail? So yes, what we do is we do telehealth, but yes, we will take care of everything. We do the intake, we do everything. We send it to the pharmacy, and then the pharmacy will ship it directly to your doorstep on ice. So you have found a lot of people having reaction to B12. Not a lot. Maybe 4 out of the several. I mean, we're probably close to over 1,000 that we've prescribed to. So it's not very common. Our price is a flat price for everything. So if you ever need anything from us, it's all in that price. So if I ever have to call in Zofran, if you ever have a question, if you ever need any follow-up, everything is included in the price. So you can always get a hold of us, and we're always here, and everything is included in it. And we do weekly checkups with you. It's via email. You have a direct line to text us. So everything is included in that price. And the price never goes up with dosing at all. So you always get us. We're fantastic. We love to talk with you guys. We're really probably the most hands-on out of any practice that I've ever talked to be honest with you. I had to stop B12, couldn't sleep, restless leg, that. And we also, yes, we do service New Jersey. We also will switch people every now and then, because if you do B12 for a long period of time, it's going to build up in your system. Even though it's water soluble, you do still build up in your system, and we have to switch it. Yes, we do cover Louisiana. The only 3 states that we don't cover are New York, Kansas, and Wisconsin. And actually, I just did find somebody that could cover those 3 states. So I have a really good person that I work with, and she actually is very similar to me. So I really, really do like her. All right, just started T today. First injection, got it because I have insulin resistance. Fantastic, Devin. Welcome to the family. I am not going to talk about R because R is not, I'm not allowed to prescribe it, and it's only available in the gray market. I don't work in the gray market. I only work with what the FDA says I can and what my license allows me to do, and I do not work in the gray market. Side effects. The only reason you're going to lose your hair is if you don't get enough protein. You're also going to lose your muscle. You don't take your collagen, and you're not on a good hair vitamin. I won't lie. I'm not good at taking my hair vitamins. I just am not. I'm not going to lie. I'm just not good at it. But this is my favorite. I really do like this one. It's fantastic. If you are interested, DM or message and I can help you. Is the gray market safe? I am not allowed to prescribe from it, so it's not regulated. A lot of times the meds come from wherever and whoever, so I would be very, very, very careful. What's the gray market? It's kind of, you remember those movies where you could go and open up their jacket on the corner and you could buy watches from them? That's what the gray market is. That's the easiest way I can explain it. So you got to be very, very careful. I mean, I don't want to, just be careful. You know, there's just this pharmacy out of Canada not too long ago that was stealing my videos and claiming that I worked with them. I don't work with anybody. I'm not affiliated with anybody. And so you just need to be very, very careful with who you're working with. This is still in clinical testing. If you just wait, you can get it legally. Exactly, Southern Mom. Lily has not released R. Everybody's just jumping the gun and like super excited about getting it. Just wait. We have things that are working and things that are doing their job. So just use what's available and what's been proven and what's safe. You know, that's what we really need to be trying to do. All right. So just getting here. What did I miss? Oh, you missed so much, Karen. Oh my gosh. But you know what's great is I do this 3 times a week, so you're not missing much. All right. What did I miss? I'm stuck on 15 L, about to go up to 5. So if you get stuck, that is when you need to reach out for that free consultation. Because if you get into that BMI of 24.9 to 25, okay, Shay, hold that thought, because I'm going to answer that question, because that was on the Today Show. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. Actually, no, it might have been. I saw that too about Costco. So hold that thought for a second. Okay. When you get stuck, you have to look at the calories. I have to look at your BMI, your age, your activity levels, protein, all of that stuff. So if your calories are ever under 1,200, then that's a problem. You have to have your calories, women, 13 to 1,400, guys, 16 to 1,800, protein, women, 100. And guys, 120. You have to. It's so important. And then it's just really you just have to. It's so important. The other thing is a lipo burn. Okay. If you are eating too many calories, bump it down. You need to count the calories. I know it sucks. I don't do macros. I'm not going to do it. I just don't like doing it. It doesn't matter if I know you just put your weight in there. Oh my goodness, that's a heck of a name. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Unless your protein probably is a little bit more, but you need to really count your protein, get your muscle mass. Every pound of muscle is a gram of protein. That's the one thing that's probably different for you, but and it depends on, I can't tell by your name if you're a man or a woman, but that might make a difference also. The other thing is, okay, Costco, before I forget and that question goes away. Costco, half price, name brand. You still have to get the script and you go there. And it is $4.99. And now I think that was for S. I think that's what it was. I think it's for S, or it's for W. It's for W. So my pricing is still better. Just to let you know. Samorelin. I love Samorelin, everybody. Samorelin is fantastic. It's an amazing peptide. What you do is it is a 5 nights out of 7 nights a week injection, 90 minutes after your last meal. But what's super cool about it is it makes your pituitary release your own HGH. It's phenomenal. I love it. It is really amazing. So if you know anything about HGH, it is phenomenal. It is different than GLPs, completely different than GLPs. It actually makes you release your own HGH that you stopped doing when you were, how old were you? 25. 1 second. I got to do this. Okay. So lipo amino C is very similar to lipo burn. So I really like lipo burn. I think it's fantastic. It's in a pill form. Lipo C, in order for you to do it at home, you have to be able to give yourself an intramuscular injection, which is terrible. It's really hard to do. I'm a nurse practitioner. I don't care about needles, but that shot's hard to do to yourself. The Samorelin is $250 a month, and you want to commit to 6 months, at least a minimum of 3, because you're not going to see your results for at least 3 months. And I can't really tell from this angle. It develops your lean muscle, which is going to help you burn your I can't say that word. Darn it. If you develop your lean muscle, does everybody know what happens when you develop your lean muscle? If you want to write that word in there, you can. I'm not allowed to say it. HGH was all the rage about 10 years ago before there were GLPs. Yes, because HGH makes you form your lean muscle, which lean muscle leads to, can't say that word. If you can figure out that word, you're great, because I can't say that word. All right. Any labs to do before starting? No. If you want, I can, because we also do Nurse Gibba. Oh, do you offer tea? I'm not looking. Yes. Yes, I do. T is $4.50 in most states. Sorry, I didn't see that, Nurse Gibba. T is $4.50 in most states, and S is $2.99 in most states. We do. Can you spell it? No, I can't spell it. AI spells now. They even read when you put stuff on the screen now. Who wrote that? Who wrote Southern Mom? Southern Mom, do you remember what it was, all the rage back in the day before? Oh, rhymes with cat. There, does that help? Yes, I can prescribe T. I can also prescribe testosterone. I can, so we do all the hormones. It's $199 for hormones in most states. We do 47 states. And we also, so our hormones are lab-based, symptom-based, and individual-based. So everybody. If I'm allergic to all GLPs, what else can I do? Call me. Oh, you can't call me because I can't put my number on the screen anymore. DM me. And message me. I cannot put my website on here because TikTok said so. So, if you are interested in that, please DM and I might get myself in trouble for saying this, or message me, and I would love to help you with that. So a good testosterone level for men is 1,100 to 1,400, and a good testosterone for women is 150 to 250. So that is what we do for the testosterone levels. So can you do T and testosterone? 100% for men and women. And yes, we do take care of prescribing lipoburn. And if you reach out to us, we can definitely help you. Yes, we take care of New Jersey. So the only 3 states that we don't take care of is New York, and Kansas and Wisconsin. I think there's 3 little lines on the bottom of the screen, and that's how you get a hold of me. All right. Oh, somebody said, help me get pregnant both times with my girls. That's awesome. If you guys could please follow me and please share my live, I would greatly appreciate it. I have a doctor's appointment next week. How do you talk? All right. If you don't feel comfortable talking to your doctor about these, that's a problem. Because your doctor should be definitely open to having any conversation with you about this stuff, because we definitely, yes, I can take care of Hawaii. Pricing is a little bit more expensive because of shipping. But your doctor should be absolutely open. If your doctor is not open, call me. I'll take care of you. I would love to have you in our family. I definitely will take care of you. So if you want to know the requirements for your insurance to cover it, then what you need to do is call your insurance and ask them, or go to their website and see what they say. That's how you find out about that. Gallbladder issues? No. There is no issues whatsoever with gallbladder. The bigger issue with gallbladder is being heavy, and that can cause more problems. Changing your diet can be more problems with the gallbladder. And then not having a gallbladder, there's no issues. Explosive diarrhea. Make sure you take your fiber. Make sure you're taking a probiotic. That can definitely help with that. Definitely stay away from the simple carbs, because that is going to be a problem as well. All right, 1 second here. Oh, hold on. I got to do, when you hit an hour, you have to do things on TikTok or they get mad at you. All right. Imodium is okay for diarrhea, but be very, very, very careful, because Imodium can send you the other way to constipation. So be very, very careful. Read that label. Make sure that you work with your provider on that one as well. Insurance, that's why I don't deal with it anymore. I got rid of it because it was so hard to get people approved with. Definitely was difficult to get people approved with insurance, so I definitely walked from that. So yes, it can mess with your cycle, with a women's cycle, because it's insulin based or insulin resistance. So when you have issues with your cycle, what happens is when it's changing your cycle, if it continues, then what I need you to do is talk to your provider, talk to your GYN, because it's definitely doing that. All right, so that is what is up with the cycle. If you don't use the full bottle, how long is it good for? You have to talk to your provider on that one, because every bottle from every pharmacy is different. So it should say on the bottle. If it doesn't, then you need to reach out to the provider to find out. So if you're concerned about your cycle, make sure you reach out to your provider, and they can definitely help you. We do all sorts of consulting. My team definitely can help you. So just reach out to us, DM us, message us, and we can definitely help you. I've been on tea for a year, but now my hunger is back. First of all, if your hunger is back, then you need to increase your protein. Make sure your hydration is up. Make sure that you are doing everything that you need to be doing. The other thing is, try switching. You could switch to S if you need to. That might be something that you can try. I'm trying to see here what you guys are writing. All right, so thinning hair, protein, collagen, and hair vitamins. I personally like Nutrafol. That is one of my favorites, and I highly recommend it, and it really does work. Sulfur burst, digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes are the best. I really like ZenWise. So if you go to my main page, which is Recrea Health, there's ZenWise available on there. Digestive enzymes can really help. Stay away from whatever you ate that caused it. Unfortunately, they usually taste like whatever you ate that you don't want to eat again, unfortunately. So I would really recommend staying away from that. Insomnia. That's why I take my shot in the morning, because usually they're mixed with B12 or B6, and that can be a problem and cause you to have a lot of stomach or insomnia and just energy. So that's why I take mine in the morning. A lot of times you can talk to your doctor, provider, find out what's going on. All right, so here we go. I love this question. Andrew, why should we invest in lizard venom or in, well, I'm assuming you meant to inject lizard venom into our body to lose weight that isn't natural? Okay, so Andrew, it is not lizard venom. It is actually synthetic. It's not real lizard venom. Andrew, do you know what Coumadin and warfarin is to prevent strokes, or atrial fib? They use warfarin. Do you know what that is? Rat poison. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the things that we have in medicine, penicillin, was made from mold. So a lot of the things that we have in medicine, it comes from things in nature that help us live and survive. Do you know what risks and health disasters and health things that are dangerous when we look like this, and the issues that come from that? Think about that for a second there, Andrew. Advice, please. I've had stomach problems the whole week. All right, so is it from the shot? I mean, it could be. So I would definitely reach out to your provider because it's going to depend on when you were injected. And definitely, if, get some Zofran. If it is continued, I mean, you might have a stomach bug, but you definitely need to reach out, maybe even go to urgent care. You need to make sure that you are, getting IV fluids. You may need something more to make sure what's going on. So, Danilin, I gotta find your Danilin. I don't know what your other part of your question was because it disappeared. Sometimes the wrong dose will make you guys really sick, so you need to be very, 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 very careful. All right, I'm trying to read some of these. I'm sorry, I am way behind. If you have fatigue, you need to make sure that you are getting a B vitamins. So if yours doesn't have B in it, B12 in it, make sure that you're getting your B vitamins. Lipoburn is really good for this. It has a lot of energy in it. It has a lot of immunity support. It has a lot of fat burners in it as well. So if you're interested in lipoburn, please reach out because we can definitely help you with that. So anytime you want any of that, just please DM or message and I can help you with that. Some of these questions are coming through and some of them aren't. So you guys you must be sending me a question and then the rest of it. So I'm getting pieces and parts and I don't know what the rest of the question is. So I'm really, really, really sorry. I was on W, now going to Z, vitamin suggestions. All the same vitamins that I've been talking about. Getting on like a prenatal or a multivitamin, making sure, that you're getting something with like the energy support. So like the lipoburn or B12 or, like B6 or something like that is a really good idea. Making sure your bowels are moving daily. So I suggest everybody be on fiber, a probiotic, magnesium. So I like the magnesium 14 and 1. I think that one's fantastic. Those are all available on my main page, which is Recrea Health. So if you need anything on there, magnesium will help with the fatigue. So that's something you could try as well. Do you recommend any calorie counter? I really like LifeSum. It's free. So it's one that I really do like. And it's LIFESUM. So I do like that one quite a bit. We talked about that already. Yes, I recommend staying on the same dose As long as you don't have hunger and cravings, stay on that dose. No need to increase, okay? I don't recommend increasing at all until you are hungry and craving, because the only thing you can do when you increase is you can cause yourself increased side effects, which we don't want. So stay at the lowest dose you can with no hunger and no cravings. Nauseated and sulfur burps. Stay away from the simple carbs. Typically, sulfur burps are from simple carbs. Nausea can be from simple carbs. Get Zofran. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure that you're doing everything that you can to stay hydrated. And if you are throwing up, make sure that if you're throwing up enough and you can't keep anything down, including water, that you go and you talk to your primary or you go to the emergency room. All right, if you are a slow responder, then you need to make sure that you are looking at your calories, looking at your protein. You may need that lipoburn that I keep talking about. You need to maybe reach out for a free consultation. After postpartum, if you're not nursing, talk to your OB. But if you're not nursing, you should be able to start fairly quickly afterwards, as long as you're not nursing. If you're nursing, you can't start until after you're done nursing. But hair vitamins, you need to make sure you're taking a collagen. I highly recommend this collagen or the Nutrafol hair vitamins. Either of those are fine. Okay, for hair loss, and make sure that you're getting enough protein. The burps can be really, really bad. Gallstones, which I was told are due to the rapid weight loss. Yes, gallstones can be from any diet, weight loss, or they can be just from not being hydrated. So you can get gallstones and kidney stones just from diet change and not being hydrated. So you definitely need to be careful with that. So all of these meds, GLPs, can cause diarrhea. And it's typically because of the diet. It's typically because of what you are or you aren't eating. So you need to make sure you're getting your fiber. Make sure that you are getting your probiotics. Extremely important for everybody to make sure you're getting those. Pancreatitis, something I can prevent. If you develop left upper quadrant pain at any point during this, then you need to immediately stop taking the meds and call your primary care doctor or your provider and immediately get checked for your blood work. If your triglycerides are higher in your cholesterol, then you need to make sure that they're following you and make sure that they are watching you and making sure that nothing is going wrong. And there's not a lot of pancreatitis. It's not very common at all. So it's not something that you should be very, very concerned about. So liquids, sublingual. I haven't prescribed it in my practice. It's kind of expensive, so I've never done it in my practice. Stick with the injections. They work and they work well. So I've never had anybody be successful, and I've only heard of maybe one person try them and they didn't have any success out of it. Pancreatic cancer is not a risk. It's pancreatitis. So pancreatic cancer is not a risk of these. It's just pancreatitis. GLP and birth control, is it safe? Highly recommended if you don't want to get pregnant that you are on birth control, because you do increase your risk of getting pregnant on these. Recommendation or requirements to get prescribed GLPs. Call me. Really, honestly, a BMI of greater than 22, and you just want to get healthy. Really, honestly, that's the requirement. Is MJ the same as that bound? Yes, it's all T. So it is all, it's basically the same. It's just fancy names. All right. Is MJ safe for people without a gallbladder and thyroid removed? Yes, it is. Absolutely. Still bothered by the food noise. Increase your protein. Make sure you're hydrated, because it's really important to help control that food noise. Go up in dose if you can. All right. Thank you for following me, everybody. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys could please share my live, and if you could please follow my page, I would really appreciate it as well. All right. If you are a slow responder, that is normal. 1 to 3 pounds a week is completely normal for women. 3 to 5 pounds a week is completely normal for guys. So that is completely normal and it is okay. We don't want you to be a fast responder. Fast responders don't keep it off. So we want you to be a nice, slow, steady, consistent. Don't rush this. Have you ever seen people that lose a whole bunch really fast and what happens? We don't want to be like that. We want it to be a slow, steady, consistent, because if it's slow, steady, consistent, then we're going to keep it off forever. And that's really what we want to do, is be a slow, steady, consistent. All right. So that is really important. All right. I lost my place. So bear with me for a second. So if everybody could please share my live, I would really, really appreciate it. And if you could please follow my page, which I see a lot of you are, that's fantastic. And remember, I have 2 pages. I have Recrea Health, which is my main page, and I have Recrea Wellness, which is my backup page. All right. Blindness issues. So it's not very common. And actually, I think it was this past Tuesday, I did have an ophthalmologist on here, and the ophthalmologist did say that it's very, very rare. So definitely a very rare thing. It's not very common, and that was from an ophthalmologist that was on here on Tuesday. So there you go. Can you take Quizma with this? Yes, you can. Not my favorite combination. I am not a fan of Fitramine or Quizma. I don't like metformin either. Not a big fan of those, but people do take them with it and it's fine. So, yes, you can take them with this. All right. PCOS, hypothyroidism, you are completely fine. Welcome to the family. Why do pain clinics... That's not a question for here. What's your personal favorite site for GLP? Abdomen. I've injected my abdomen for 4 years. I find it to be the most effective, especially with my patients and myself. It's the most effective. If people have side effects, that I tell them to do their arm or their belly, or I'm sorry, their arm or their thigh. Actually, there's on my other page, on the Recrea Health page, there's this huge video that has went absolutely bonkers, and I don't understand why, but okay, whatever, about how far away from the belly button. So it's very interesting to me, but okay. How do you get TRICARE to approve coverage? Good luck. I don't know. But what you need to do is go to their website or go to them and ask how to get them to cover it, and then go to your primary care. I don't know. I don't know the answer, because a lot of insurances won't cover it. So I don't know how to get them to cover it. I wish they would. So yes, message me. Or DM me, and we can definitely help you. If you would like to purchase from us, we can definitely help you. It's a pretty easy process. I believe in simplicity. Our lives are too darn complicated to make anything difficult, but message us and then we can get you set up with a free consultation, and then we can definitely take care of you. Our pricing is $450 for tea, and that is all doses, and that's per month, and ours S is $299 for all doses. And that is free consultation, so we can definitely help you. Reach out to us and we can definitely take care of you. I think I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. Our tea has B12 or B6. The word I can't say rhymes with cat. It rhymes with cat. There's a lot of words that I can't say on here, just to let you know. They definitely like to make it difficult for me to try and teach and educate you guys. And I'm not trying to do anything bad, but they think that I do, but I don't. I'm really not trying to do that. All right, so on my main page is a lot of videos that you guys are asking questions about. So please check out my main page and follow my main page as well, which is Recrea Health. And you can see how to spell Recrea. It's up here. So if you go there, and my main page is over there, so you can definitely check that out. Thank you, Mimi, for the rose. I greatly appreciate that. A couple of you have given me roses. That's fantastic. I appreciate it. All right. And then I had to go back up quite a ways. You must be diabetic for insurance to pay for GLPs, right? Nope, not. Well, some insurances will. But even if you're a diabetic, they don't always pay for it. Some of them will pay for it for obesity, but not all of them. So weight loss also leads to gallbladder problems. Not always, not necessarily, but sometimes it does. So it really just depends. Everybody's different. It's not just a one shoe fits all kind of a thing there either. All right. Does day 3 of a new dose, and I'm so nauseous. Make sure, no, you don't have to necessarily go down, get Zofran. Make sure you're staying hydrated. As long as you're not throwing up, you're okay. Stay away from the simple carbs, but get Zofran. And the longer you're on that dose, the better it's going to get. So yeah, if your A1C is normal and you're a diabetic, your insurance isn't going to cover it. Yep. They're terrible. I'm telling you, they're terrible. Right. I started Monday. I'm normally a heavy water drinker, but no desire. Make yourself, Holly. Make yourself. You have to make yourself drink. All right. Yeah, make yourself drink. Does Z have negative cardiac side effects? No. They all have, they're supposed to be cardioprotective. So that's what they're supposed to be. What protein do I recommend? I like Herbalife just because it's whey-free. I can't drink whey. Whey rips my stomach to shreds. This one's a really good one. So this is ready. On my main page, I actually did a taste test this morning of these bars from David. They're actually pretty good. I wasn't a fan of the blueberry, but Veronica really liked the blueberry. Veronica's a little odd, but we still love her. But she liked the blueberry, and actually somebody else came over. They tasted the blueberry, and they really liked it. I did not like the blueberry, but the rest of them were really good. And they have 28 grams of protein, no sugar, and 150 calories. So those bars were pretty good. But Ready has 20 grams of protein. This Power Lift has 10 grams of protein. These are all on my main page, which is Recrea Health. Then I like Herbalife, and I have some of that. If you are interested in Herbalife, DM me or message me, and I can help you with that. There's a video that I did. So I asked everybody about their vegan favorites. So if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, there's some info on there about those. All right. Yeah. And actually, I'm waiting for this really cool cup. I drink a lot of water typically, but there's this cool cup that I'm getting that lights up and yells at you when it's time to drink your water. So I'll be getting that here soon. So how do you qualify for GLP? At my clinic, we don't let you get below a BMI of 22. And that is, as long as your BMI is above 22, you're fine. You can start it. Because some people just want to L that 10, 15, 20, and we can help with that. But it depends. If you're looking at insurance, that's a completely different ballgame. Have you heard anything about your pancreas being an issue? So it's rare. It is really honestly very rare. It's not a very common thing, but it is something that we keep an eye on. If you get left upper quadrant pain, then that's something that you need to talk to your doctor about. Our cost is one flat rate across the board for all doses. And RT is 20 milligram per 1 ml. So that is $450 in most states. RS is $299 in most states. And if you're interested, please reach out via DM or Messenger, and we can definitely help you. Do you have to have a high BMI? No, you do not. We can definitely help you. So our cost is per month, per 1 month. If you have hypoglycemia, so if you have hypoglycemia, we have to be more careful with you, and we have to, really watch you and teach you. But really, honestly, protein. Protein is key. So every time anything goes into your mouth, then we need to monitor you. A BMI of 22 is considered a healthy and will not be approved by any insurance. Exactly. I'm not dealing with insurance though. All of ours is cash pay. What are your thoughts on taking GLP for teens? So it is actually approved for 12 and older. And when you get under that, like 15, there are some certain things that we really have to be careful about. And we really do. I'm very, very careful because there's a lot of mental that goes into that as well. So we are very, very careful with all of that stuff. Do you know of a reputable Zepbound supplier other than Lilly? Me. I don't do name brand though. I only do compound. So it depends on what you want. I'm on T. Oh, I don't know what that is. Can I take? I don't know what that is. If you ever want to know if you could take a specific medication with any of these, call a pharmacist. That's the best, most reliable source of information. That's what I do. If I'm ever not sure of something, I check with a pharmacist. They are the best source of education when it comes to a medication. Month-to-month biases on, is there a certain commitment? Not with us. No, there's no commitment. There's no membership. There's no contracts. There's no nothing. And there's no month to month. Where in Medina are you? I'm from Akron. Oh, very nice. We're at Bonita and 18. So right closer to 71, further from 77, but we're on 18. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I do not like cottage cheese. I hate cottage cheese, to be honest with you. It's disgusting. Only if it has Jell-O and whipped cream in it. That's the only way I'm eating it. Or if it's in lasagna. That's the only time I'm eating it. All right. What's the difference between compound and name brand price? To be honest with you, I have only ever dealt with compound. I've prescribed it for 4 years. I've been on it for 4 years because I didn't have insurance for the longest time, and I'm currently through the VA. And I wasn't able to get name brand. So I've only ever been on compound and prescribed compound. So that's all I know. And people that I have had that have been able to get it name brand end up coming back to the compound because they feel better on the compound and it's more effective, they say. So that's that's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I can help you with. Zepbound help with sleep apnea as advertised. So interesting. The heavier you are with sleep apnea, if you lose, then your sleep apnea is going to improve. Sorry. Makes sense, right? So that's why the sleep apnea improves. So is it true that some people in menopause don't respond to GLPs? Yes. I would say you're going to be a slower responder. So that might be one of the reasons why you're a slower responder when you are in menopause. So we do hormones as well, and that might be something that you want to check into because the hormones can definitely affect that. I know, but my mom won't even let me have a convo with my GYN. Oh, okay. So you guys are having a conversation. Sorry about that. Continue on, Holly. Would just love maybe some insight on these medications in younger people. You know what? I've had a few younger people in my clinic and they've had great results, but we have to definitely address the elephant in the room. We have to be more gentle because that's really important, because if you're not gentle and you're not talking about the bigger concerns, then you can make a bigger problem, and we definitely don't want to make a bigger problem. So that is what we have to do. Snake venom used for blood pressure meds. No, but we've used rat poison for blood thinners. We've used mold for penicillin. If you ever thought of what a medicine shaman, what they did for all that stuff, think about all that stuff that we've gotten our medication from. Snake venom though was originally what GLPs was created from. Okay, I guess I'm about done because I can't talk much more. If you need a supplier, right here, right here. Reach out to us. We would love to help you. So RS is $2.99. I know, guys, I didn't get up to a lot of these questions. I really apologize. But RS is $2.99. Our T is $4.50. I'm going to be on here for 9 more minutes. So if you need or want anything or you are interested, please message us or DM us, and we'd be more than happy to help you. All right. If you get sick on these, reach out because there are ways to help you. And then if you are sick right now, then you need to make sure that you talk to your provider. Get Zofran. Make sure that you're staying hydrated. If you need to go to the hospital, go to the hospital. What is lipoburn? So you definitely DM me or message me so I can help you get this amazing stuff. It's fantastic. Lipoburn supports your energy, gives you energy. It has immunity support, but it has fat burner in it as well. So it is amazing. Retatrutide is not available from Lilly yet. It is still in research mode. So what is released in the States is semaglutide and tirzepatide. So what you guys are seeing is on the gray market, and it is not FDA approved and it is not available. I'm not allowed to prescribe it. So the pharmacies that I work with that are FDA regulated pharmacies, they are not allowed to have it available. So no, it is not safe. Be careful. It's not from Lilly. It's not a reputable it's not, I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't prescribe it. I wouldn't do it. What are the researches about S and T and blindness? I had an ophthalmologist on, I think it was Monday, that said that the blindness is very rare, very rare. I'm hearing we need to worry about pancreas. Very rare, very rare. I have prescribed this for 4 years and no cases. All right. Very rare. Is it advisable to stop taking T when you're trying to conceive? The GYNs and OBs in our area are saying 2 months before you need to stop taking it before you try to conceive. Reach out to your OB, your GYN, and they can help you figure out. I cannot prescribe R, guys. I will only prescribe what is available and what I'm allowed to, and the Ohio Board of Pharmacy tells me I am not allowed. The price for us does not go up as your dose goes up. Are there any foods to avoid? Yes. Simple carbs, do not eat them. Anything processed to be white, like sugar, flour, pasta, rice, do not eat them. They will make you sick. They will give you indigestion, belching, nausea, vomiting, and they aren't good for us, to be honest with you. They are not good for you at all. All right. So I would stay away from things that are not FDA regulated, that aren't released by the pharmacy or the pharmaceutical company yet. It's not there yet, so I wouldn't take R yet. Does the price go up? No, price does not go up. All right. You guys are awesome. I read these responses that you are responding. HGH is great, but it doesn't do the same thing that the GLPs do. HGH and GLPs together are pretty darn cool. They are pretty phenomenal. I really like them both. If you've had pancreatitis, and then you should be very careful when going on these if your provider and your doctor and your primary care and everybody is on board. If you are interested in payment plans, reach out to us. We do have some certain things that we can do for you. So reach out to us, message us or DM us, and we can probably talk about that. All right. I have no, I'm gonna skip that comment or my thought process on that. Sorry. All right. Macular degeneration, talk to your ophthalmologist. I don't really have an opinion on that one, but I would definitely reach out to your optometrist, and see if they think that these are safe for you. I'm going to be on GLPs forever, to be honest with you, because I never want to go back to this or this. I never want to go back to that. So I'll be on it forever. I was a very bad yo-yoer, and I just don't want to. sleep apnea is improved, and it's improved because if you have W, then you are going to have decreased weight in here, which is going to help your sleep apnea. Yes, somebody over 70 can definitely take these. Not an issue at all. Sublingual instead of shot, not feeling side effects. Yeah, I mean, even sometimes people can take the shot and not have the side effects. Absolutely. Constipation is real, people. It is real. That is the most common side effect out of every single one of these side effects. You need to take it seriously. So, on closing, I'm going to go over constipation again. And you need to make sure that you're taking constipation seriously. Very, very real. Thank you, Frogger. It is very real. Okay. 98% of people are going to get constipation at one point or another. Metamucil gummies, everybody needs to take it. Everybody needs to be on fiber. I like the gummies because I like thinking I'm getting gummy bears every day. But one a day for a couple days, two a day for a couple days, three a day, every day. Then you need to be on a probiotic. My new personal favorite is Leafar, Leefar. It is on my Recrea Health page, and they're great. And there's funny videos, so they're hilarious. Just watch those. Then Zenwise. So if you tend to get sulfur bursts or you need some digestive enzymes because the food's sitting in your stomach too long, digestive enzymes. It's a brown bottle with a green lid on top. That one is really good because it's probiotics, digestive enzymes. Both of those are for the ladies. Probiotic, if you guys need a probiotic, just DM me and I can get you another good probiotic. Then the third thing that you need to do is a magnesium. I like a magnesium citrate. There's a 14-in-1. Everybody used to go on and on and on about Mag 07. Well, now I have a Mag 10, but it also has 4 other great ingredients in it, which is on my Recrea Health page as well. So you can go over there and you can purchase 2 of those things. So you have your Leafar. You do either Leafar or you do Zenwise, either one of those 2, or you do the Mag 14-in-1. Now, if you don't move your bowels for one day, you're taking Miralax. Okay, even if you're taking all that stuff, no bowel movement for one day, you're taking Miralax. If you don't move your bowels for 2 days or even 3 days, I wouldn't go to the 3 days with no bowel movement, then you're going to take either the Senna Plus or you're going to take Docalax. Okay, either or, but you need to make sure you don't go longer than 3 days. If you ever get abdominal pain, then you need to go to the urgent care, the emergency room, talk to your physician, talk to your nurse practitioner, talk to your provider, talk to somebody, because if you're getting left quadrant lower abdominal pain, you need to be checked immediately, because impaction, bowel impaction, where that poo is stuck up in you, is real. And that will put you in the hospital, and that could be very, very serious business, okay? So bowels are serious, and you need to make sure that you're taking them very, very seriously, all right? So that is the bowel issue. That is very important that you follow that tool. Thank you, Frogger. That is in a video. And actually, I haven't posted that in a while, so I will repost that information because you guys really need to follow that and make sure that you're following that to a T. Do you think injecting in the stomach works better? I do like it in my stomach. I think it's more effective in my stomach. I really honestly do. Now, if I didn't get to your question, please DM me or message me, and I will 100% get to your question. If you want a free consultation, DM or message, and I will get to your, we can get you set up for a free consultation. I know there's a lot of questions that I didn't answer, but we will 100% answer them. We are here for you guys. And then we do have lots of videos on my Recrea Health page. I'm just starting to grow my Recrea Wellness page, but please follow both pages. I am definitely here for you. I am here to educate, teach, and train. I'm usually live Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. That's when we're in clinic. So I usually set aside 1 to 2 hours to go live just so I can teach and be here with you guys. And thank you so very much. Please follow both pages. With that being said, I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful weekend. I don't know if I'll be able to get on tomorrow, but you guys have a fantastic day. And I want to let you know I actually broke my stall. I hit a low yesterday or this morning on scale, so I'm pretty excited about that. So if you're interested in lipoburn, please reach out and I can help you. It was a pleasure meeting you as well, Frogger, and I love seeing there's actually a lot of new faces today. So if you guys need anything, please reach out. Thank you, and you have a wonderful day. Please follow both my pages, and I will see you on Monday if I don't see you this weekend. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Sure.